Hello, my friends, and welcome to the video lesson for your lighting module. And I'm so excited to get into the lesson. So let me tell you the equipment that I have out here, and we'll start taking some pictures. So to my right, your left, I'm standing next to a southeast facing window, and it's earlier in the day. It's around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when I get the best light through this window if I want the option to use hard light and soft light. So alongside the window, I have a pop-up diffuser, and this is the same pop-up diffuser that is in your resource sheet. So if you would like to use the same one that I'm using, that link is available for you there. But just like I said in your topic lesson, if you don't want to use a pop-up diffuser, you can absolutely use a shower curtain. You can use some white parchment paper taped to the window, or you could even use a sheer curtain. That would work just fine. So to my left, your right, I have a piece of white foam board, and it's just propped up with a couple of books. You don't need clamps. You don't need anything fancy to secure this foam board. Just use what you have on hand. It's not going to be in the shot anyway. And to take the pictures, I'm using my iPhone 12. So you don't need to use the latest phone to get the best pictures of your food. And I'm going to show you that today. Before we get started though, the number one thing to remember whenever we're taking pictures of our food and whenever we're setting up our lighting is that we need to make sure that we choose a light source and we only use that light source. So we're going to be using light from this window. I also have a lamp and overhead lighting in this room, but they are turned off. So make sure before you get started taking your pictures, that you have turned off all of the lighting in the room and that you've positioned everything next to the window that you want to use to light your food. So what we're taking pictures of today is just a few store-bought Belgian waffles with raspberries and powdered sugar. It's just on a piece of natural parchment paper on a cutting board. So to get started, we're actually going to do some hard light pictures first. We're going to do both side light and backlight. And then I'm going to also do some soft light pictures with side light and backlight. And I know that right now that sounds like a lot, but it's not going to take us long at all to get through all of these pictures. And I'm going to show you just how quickly you can get this done. So since we're going to start with hard light, I'm going to remove the diffuser from my window. So let me put my phone down, remove my diffuser. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like through my phone. So right now you are seeing the native camera app on my phone. That's what I'm going to be using to take the pictures. I do have my level turned on, and you can turn that on in your iPhone settings. We're going to start with side light. So as you can see with side light, we have the light coming from the right side of the food, and the shadow is falling off to the left side. This bounce card is actually providing quite a bit of fill into the shadow, so it's not completely black, but it is very defined and clear, and you can see all of the nice texture in those berries. So now let's just grab a few pictures with the side light. I'm going to back up a little bit. You can always crop in if you need to. We're just going to get some variety to work with. I'm going to try to make sure that I stay level here. All right. And just so you know, we're currently in an overhead position. I'm going to rotate my phone so that we can get some backlight. So now you can see that in an overhead position, whenever the light is coming from the back, the shadow is falling to the front. It looks fine, but I will say that as we move into the composition module, you will see that this particular lighting scenario, backlight, looks better with other camera angles, but I will show you all about that. So don't worry. We're going to take a few again, close up and a little farther away so we can get exactly what we're looking for. Okay. So we've got quite a few. Now I'm just going to put my diffuser back up in my window, and we're going to take some soft light pictures. Okay. All right, so now you are seeing through my phone, and as you can tell, this lighting scenario looks much different. So the shadow is much softer. There's a gradient to that fall off, and even the deepest part of the shadow is nowhere near as dark as it is whenever you are using hard light. So now let's get some side light pictures. Again, I'll take some close up and I'll back up a little bit too. As you can see, I've got a little bit of shadow or a little bit of light leaking in down to the bottom. I'm just going to move my diffuser to make sure that that is taken care of. There we go. Now we have all of the light coming in is soft light. So now let's take a few with this side light, close up and farther away. And now I'm just going to reorient my phone so that we're getting backlight. So now, as you can see, the shadow is to the front. We've got some nice backlight. Again, taking a few farther away and closer. So we've got some variety to work with. All right. So now I'm just going to put up on your screen the hard light pictures next to the soft light pictures so that you can see for yourself just how different they are. And just like I said in your topic lesson, one is not better than the other. It's just going to come down to your preference and what you like. And don't feel like you have to choose just one. You can use both. You can use both hard light and soft light throughout your pictures. It just depends on what you prefer for your business and what you think looks good and what fits your style. So now that you've seen what soft light and hard light look compared, I'm going to show you how it would look after we do a little bit of editing in our Adobe Lightroom CC app. And I will show you all of the steps that I took to edit those photos whenever we get into your editing module closer to the end of your course. But for right now, let's jump into your composition module.